Okay, I'd like to call this meeting to order. Please start with a roll call.
Council President Corman.
Here.
Councilmember Perez. Councilmember Van.
Here.
Councilmember Benedetti.
Here.
Councilmember O'Halloran.
Here.
Councilmember McIrvin.
Here.
Councilmember Prince.
Here.
Roll call, Mr. Mayor. One absent. I'm not sure if she'll be joining us later. But...
She will not.
Okay. Thank you.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes, Council President Corman.
I move the absent council member be excused.
Second. Okay, it's been moved by Council President Corman, seconded by Councilmember McIrvin, that the absent council member be excused. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Okay, motion carries. Thank you. All right, first up, we have a proclamation, Safe Boating and Paddling Week.
Okay. Proclamation. Whereas the city of Renton is bounded by Lake Washington shoreline and encompasses numerous waterways, and whereas a large number of Renton's residents of all ages engage in recreational boating, and whereas on average 700 people die each year in boating-related accidents in the U.S., with the vast majority of those accidents caused by human error and poor judgment and not by the boat, equipment, or environmental factors, and whereas a significant number of boaters who lose their lives by drowning each year would be alive today had they worn their life jackets, and whereas the mission of the United States Coast Guard Auxiliary Division II, overseeing Renton, is to promote and improve recreational boating safety by teaching boating safety courses and conducting vessel safety checks. Now therefore, I, Armando Pavoni, Mayor of the City of Renton, do hereby proclaim May 22nd through 28, 2021, to be Safe Boating and Paddling Week in the City of Renton, and I encourage all citizens to dedicate themselves to learning about and practicing safe boating, including wearing life jackets. In witness whereof, I have hereunto set my hand and caused the seal of the City of Renton to be affixed this 24th day of May, 2021, signed Armando Pavoni, Mayor of the City of Renton.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes, Council President Corman.
I move that council concur in the proclamation.
Second. It's been moved by Council President Corman, seconded by Councilmember McIrvin, that the council concur with the proclamation. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Okay, motion carries. And tonight, to receive the proclamation is United States Coast Guard Auxiliary Man, our woman, Deborah Alderman. Hi there, Deborah.
Hello. Thank you so much for letting me have just a minute of your time. And thank you so much, Mayor and Council, for, again, being so supportive of this proclamation and promoting safe boating among Renton citizens, because we're getting into that nice time of year when people are going to want to be out on the water. And the more that all of us can help get the word out about wearing life jackets, using safe boating practices, hopefully we'll all save lives. So thank you so much again. And let us know if there's anything we can do to work with you to help get the word out about safe boating to the public.
Thank you very much. Yes, we've got a large lake and a river right here in our backyard, so safety is paramount. Thank you very much for being with us tonight. Okay, next up we have administrative report.
Good evening, everyone. The Executive Administrative Report, Renton Farmers Market invites you to help kick off our 20th market season by shopping next Tuesday, June 1st, from 3 to 7 p.m. at Gateway Park at the corner of South 3rd Street and Logan Avenue South. More vendors will have fresh flowers, fresh produce, honey, baked goods, ciders, cheese, and crafts. We welcome back hot food vendors, so grab your dinner to go. We are proud to offer the SNAP Market Match Incentive Program for SNAP and PEBT shoppers, which offers a dollar for dollar match of up to $40 per day to be used for fresh produce. COVID-19 safety policies will still be in play, including physical distancing from other shoppers and designated entrance and exit. 2 hours of free parking is available at the city parking garage. The entrance is located off South 2nd Street between Burnett and Logan Avenues, just 1 block from the market. For the most up-to-date information, please visit our website at rentonfarmersmarket.com or find us on Facebook and Instagram. The Parks Planning and Natural Resources Division has commenced work at 2 park sites. Thomas Teasdale Park, and Liberty Park. At Thomas Teasdale Park, the replacement of the basketball court started with the demolishing of the existing court on May 17th. During the work, the remaining park facilities will remain open for use. The new basketball court is scheduled to be completed by July 31st, 2021. The Liberty Park playground renovation is scheduled to start today on May 24th. The playground will be closed while the remaining park will be open for public use. Work includes demolishing the existing play equipment and removing the existing engineered wood fiber safety surface. New play equipment will be installed for ages 2 through 5 and 5 through 12, as well as new poured-in-place rubberized all-weather safety surface. The playground is scheduled to be completed by mid-August 2021. Information about preventative street maintenance, traffic impact projects, and road closures happening this week can be found at rentonlaw.gov/traffic. All projects are weather permitting, and unless otherwise noted, streets will always remain open. Sir.
Okay, thank you. Next, we'll open up remote audience comment period. It remains the strong intent of the city to have public comment regularly included on our agendas. Each speaker will be given 5 minutes to speak. You'll be called upon by a city staff member. The staff member will call the speaker's name and unmute the appropriate microphone, which will send an automatic prompt to the speaker of, "You have been unmuted." This is the speaker's cue that it's their turn to speak. Please begin your comments by stating your name, city of residence, and the topic you are addressing. Speakers should be able to see a timer on the screen. Please finish up your comments when you see the time is close to expiring. Okay.
Mr. Mayor, I have one person signed up in advance to speak tonight.
Okay, thank you.
That person is Ephraim Fasaha. Ephraim, go ahead.
Hello, thank you for the opportunity. Truly appreciate it. Give me 1 second here. All right. My name is Ephraim Fasaha, a business owner in downtown Renton. I am one speaking up on behalf of small business in downtown Renton impacted by elongated Wells of Williams project, which last year marked its 1 year since it started. And also to speak on the upcoming and started, which has already started, DUIP Downtown Utility Improvement Project. First and foremost, I'd like to thank the residents of Renton and surrounding areas who have been grateful enough. We've been truly grateful in that dedicated their energy and time to visit us in downtown Renton. To anyone who's crossed over under barriers, walk blocks to park, maneuvered potholes and detours, thank you. Your support has gotten us through this year, and your continued support is what keeps us going. The businesses in downtown Renton are all very small businesses, and it requires a lot of patience and hard work to keep these things going. My desire today is intended to amplify the voices of our talented, unique neighboring small businesses negatively impacted by the construction. We don't have McDonald's, Chick-fil-A money to make noise. Small businesses don't have the luxury to chase after politicians for actions. The demands of operating a business are plenty, even under normal circumstances. The impact to these small businesses in downtown Renton is double-fold, COVID and construction. But at this time, construction is hitting those in downtown Renton harder than COVID restrictions. As small businesses, as small business owners, we have been impacted by COVID guidelines like everyone else, especially BIPOC businesses, which nationwide have been impacted the most, with approximately 49% unable to open once this pandemic is over. The majority are fighting to survive. Most have had to let staff go and spend more hours in front of house receiving guests or satisfying to-go orders. Or they are in the back of the house cooking, prepping meals. They are working hard. I'm not certain on what is producing the level of neglect by city officials, which have been quiet over the past year, but most importantly, have not acted upon the challenges surrounding the people and businesses here in downtown Renton. In any case, I have listed the challenges. We ask for some action around it. 1, get more personnel on the job. We go periods where no work is being done in downtown Renton. I have gone 3 weeks now without seeing anyone work on this street here. And this is not just the first time, but it happens many of times. Increase visibility of signs for those driving through town. Now, it is very evident that one-way streets here in downtown Renton cause trouble, but it has increased double-fold as a result of the lack of signage and more people heading down the wrong street multiple times a day. These heightened levels are very evident and very difficult to maneuver for those pedestrians as well as for those vehicles. Number 3, increased visibility for pedestrians. Walking through downtown Renton is a challenge. And also accessibility for ADA and access to the front of these businesses has been very limited. Number 4, provide funding to the small business being impacted. Thus far, we've heard of an A-board sign fee being waived, but what is the point of an A-board sign waiver or fee being reduced when you don't have a sidewalk to put it on? Additionally, signage has been provided to be placed on top of businesses. However, if there's large tractors and vehicles on these streets, how is it even possible to see those signs? The words "it will look nice when it's done" have been said many times, and the response is only if those businesses can survive too. In the earlier days of construction, we reached out to Mayor Armando, each council member, about the hazards and financial impact of this project. The responses were, "We understand, we're on it," but their actions reflect, ignore them and keep going. Small businesses don't have the luxury to chase and to keep up this type of dialogue. We're looking for action. We're asking you all to step up and to do something about this project and ongoing projects that impact all those small businesses down here. Because if it looks nice once it's all done, but they're not here, what was the point? Thank you.
If there's anyone else in,
Oh, we have one hand raised.
yes, Jeremy Heller. Jeremy, go ahead. Jeremy, are you there?
Anyone hear me? Hi, my name is Jeremy Heller, and I'm a resident here in Renton, Washington. And I'm coming here to speak today about a lot of the racism that's been going on, and not only that, but also to continue on about our city needs that has been going on. One that has touched our dear hearts. I'm sure that everyone has been heard and talked about lately is 12-year-old Kalani Bolton over at our urgent care who tragically had her life lost over asthma attack. This could have been even me. This could have been anyone with asthma. And to hear that this happened because, quote unquote, they didn't know how to use an oxygen tank that any trained medical staff should know how to use. On top of that, since we only have so little time, this goes beyond just what's going on with just Kalani. There's so much more racism that's been going on written lately. I go in front of my grocery store, just going to downtown Safeway, going to the downtown Walmart lately. I feel like our community has been broken lately, and like people don't want to be together anymore. Maybe we could figure out a way to come together somehow. That'd be wonderful. My friend Ephraim, I've been talking to with Boom Boom and Coffee, their sign has been broken. The city of Renton has failed just the other day. They're not even cleaning up the streets lately. They're not cleaning up the streets at the end of the night. My father-in-law was just pulling around the corner off the freeway and ran over some of the wires come out of the ground. And there was a light pole on the side of the ground. And now his transmission tank is all messed up. And this is all stuff that could be prevented by putting a simple sign right there saying road construction right here on the side of the freeway. This could have been moved off to the side from people not being able to access that part. And it's still there, and it hasn't, no road sign has blocked that for people to, and it's dangerous and hazardous to our community. And, you know, these are hazards that needs to be taken care of if we're going to pay for our roads to be taken care of, in my opinion. And, you know, this is kind of sad. I wish I had more time to speak about, you know, policies and matters like this. And I just want to, you know, I wonder if there's some ways we could come together to think of some actions about our community together. I yield my time for the love of our community.
Do we have anyone else at this time?
I see no other hands raised, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, thank you. All right, next up we have the consent agenda. There are 3 items for council consideration.
Mr. Mayor,
Council President Corman.
at this time I'd like to ask if any council member would like any item removed for individual consideration. Seeing none, I move approval of the consent agenda as published. Second.
Okay, it's been moved by Council President Corman, seconded by Councilmember McGurven, that the council approve the consent agenda as published. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, nay. Okay, motion carries.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Next up is unfinished business. Council President Corman.
No unfinished business, Mr. Mayor.
Council Member Perez is not here, so Council Member Van.
No unfinished business, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, Council Member Benedetti.
No unfinished business, Mr. Mayor.
Council Member O'Halloran.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, the Finance Committee has 4 committee reports.
Okay, the first Finance Committee report is regarding approval of claims and payroll vouchers. The Finance Committee approves the following payments. 1, accounts payable, total payment of $5,937,843.84 for a number of vouchers and payroll benefit withholding vouchers and 2 wire transfers. 2, payroll, total payment of $1,480,925.44 for a number of payroll vouchers, including 566 direct deposits and 2 checks. This is the April 16th through April 30th pay period. And then Kidder Matthews vouchers totaling $30,880.12.
Mr. Mayor,
Council Member O'Halloran.
I move the council concur with the Finance Committee report.
Second. Okay, it's been moved by Councilmember O'Halloran, seconded by Councilmember Prince, that the council concur with the Finance Committee report. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, nay. Motion carries.
Okay, next is restricted covenants for the Fawcett property as part of a Conservation Futures Grant. The Finance Committee recommends concurrence in the staff recommendation to approve the restrictive covenants, which is a requirement for grant reimbursement and receive the grant funding for the King County Conservation Futures Grant Award of $305,181. The committee recommends authorizing the mayor and city clerk to execute the restrictive covenants document, which will be recorded at the King County Recorder's Office for the property acquired in 2020.
Mr. Mayor,
Councilmember O'Halloran.
I move the council concur with the Finance Committee committee report.
Second.
It's been moved by Councilmember O'Halloran, seconded by Councilmember Prince, that the council concur with the Finance Committee committee report. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, nay. Okay, motion carries.
Okay, the next
you.
report is regarding May Creek Trail South. The Finance Committee recommends concurrence in the staff recommendation to authorize the May Creek Trail South project for 2021 and adjust the budget by transferring $250,000 from Fund 303-000-000.027.000.00.00.000, which is the Parks Impact Fees GMA, to Fund 316.332-074.020.594.76.63.000, which is the May Creek Trail South project, to fund the design and permitting phase of the project.
Mr. Mayor,
Councilmember O'Halloran.
I move that council concur with the Finance Committee committee report. And thank you, Jason.
Second.
It's been moved by Councilmember O'Halloran, seconded by Councilmember Prince, that the council concur with the Finance Committee committee report. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. All right, motion carries.
All right, the final report is regarding an amendment to an agreement with the Washington Multi-City Business and Tax Portal Agency Interlocal Agreement, which we call File Local. The Finance Committee recommends concurrence in the staff recommendation to sign the amended agreement with File Local to extend the use of historical cost allocation methods.
Mr. Mayor,
Councilmember O'Halloran.
I move the council concur with the Finance Committee committee report.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved by Councilmember O'Halloran, seconded by Councilmember Prince, that the council concur with the Finance Committee committee report. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, nay. Okay, motion carries.
And that's
Mr.
all.
Mayor?
Thank you, Council President Corman.
Yeah, I just wanted to thank Councilmember O'Halloran and the Finance Committee, actually the whole council and you, Mr. Mayor, for that item that we just approved for the May Creek Trail South project. And for members of the community that are listening in, we've been acquiring property along that the May Creek corridor for the whole time I've been on council, so almost 28 years at least, to really get parcels when they become available. And my understanding is this money that we've just allocated, that the Finance Committee recommended, will actually allow us to start designing a trail so that the residents that have helped us sort of put this land together will actually be able to go down and walk from really down by the what will eventually be important sort of intersection where the BRT station is and where the East Rail is, all the way up to eventually towards the Renton Highlands. I think it'll be a very popular trail that's a long time coming, decades coming. So this is a key step, and I just wanted to emphasize that and say how happy I am about that. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Yep, it's a little bit like playing Monopoly, slowly getting the pieces put together.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Next is Councilmember McGurven.
No unfinished business, Mr. Mayor.
Councilmember Prince.
No unfinished business, Mr. Mayor.
All right. Next up is legislation. We have one resolution.
Okay, this resolution is regarding the amendment to the File Local Agreement. A resolution of the City of Renton, Washington, authorizing the mayor and city clerk to enter into Amendment Number 2 to the Washington Multi-City Business License and Tax Portal Agency Interlocal Agreement.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember O'Halloran.
I move the resolution be adopted as read.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved by Councilmember O'Halloran, seconded by Councilmember Prince, that the council adopt the resolution as read. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, nay. Okay, motion carries. Thank you. Next up, we are on to new business. Council President Corman.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Mayor. Let's see. A few announcements. The first one is a reminder that next Monday, May 31st, is Memorial Day, so there'll be no meeting that day. And so the next council meeting is going to be Monday, June 7th. And I'm going to specifically announce the committee of the whole meeting at 6:00 p.m. via video conference, where we're getting an update on downtown construction project schedule and progress. So it'll be important that people that spoke tonight will be interested in signing in for that, the audience members, as well as much of the business community. And then at 7:00, we will have the regular council meeting also via video conference. And that's all, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, thank you. Councilmember Vaughn.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. On June 7th, 2021, Monday at 4:15 p.m., Community Services Committee will be having our meeting over video conference. And the 3 items on our agenda are 1, mural project at Liberty Park, 2, facilities division update, and 3, emerging issues in community services. And also, Mr. Mayor, I'd like to take the opportunity to thank our community members for coming out to speak, and that acknowledge your concern in small businesses. As a small business owner myself, where my business was called non-essential for 3 months last year, I understand the struggle. Of course, I'm not on a retail where, you know, the construction's affecting and or the business is there, but definitely I'm in support of small business and will continue to support you all. So thank you.
Thank you. Councilmember Benedetti.
Yes, Mr. Mayor. At 3:30 p.m. on Monday, June 7th, we will be having a meeting of the Utilities Committee. We have 2 agenda items, the CED Utilities Update and Emerging Issues in Utilities, and that meeting will be held via video conference. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilmember McGurven.
Yes, Mr. Mayor. Although I think you may have skipped Councilmember O'Halloran, but I'd be happy to go and then let her go right after, perhaps, since I have the mic. On Monday, June 7th, the Transportation Committee will be meeting at 5:15 p.m. via video conference. We just have 1 item on the agenda, and it's emerging issues in transportation. And that's all.
Councilmember O'Halloran.
I have no new business, Mr. Mayor.
Okay. Councilmember Prince.
No new business, Mr. Mayor.
All right. What is the wish of the council?
Move we adjourn.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved by Councilmember Prince, seconded by Councilmember Corman, that we adjourn. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, nay. Okay, have a great night, everyone. See you next week, if not sooner.
Bye.
Thank you.